Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be recapping the 8th Doctor Adventures Deadly Strangers, The Gloaming, which was originally released in December 2024, and I'm recording this episode about 6 months later on the 5th of June 2025. But before I get on to that, just a reminder that two podcast episodes release a day. So without further ado, here is my actually before that, please go and check out all the playlists, because there's like 100 playlists because I sorted them all out. But without further ado, here is my recap of the 8th Doctor Adventures Deadly Strangers, The Gloaming. Someone is welcome back to Gloaming. Some side effects of an upcoming process are listed. This person is asked about their nightmare. This person begs to be set free. A machine kills this person. The machine says goodbye to this person. We then have the theme tune. The 8th Doctor teases what Charlie and Audacity are about to experience. Audacity mentions sightseeing. Audacity reveals her feelings about sightseeing. The Doctor mentions the painted world and the human empire. The Doctor mentions the TARDIS's oxygen bubble. The place the Doctor, Charlie and Audacity have arrived looks nothing like the Doctor's description. The Doctor reveals this planet doesn't have a moon. Someone receives a notification seemingly about the TARDIS's arrival. Audacity and Charlie ask the Doctor multiple questions each. The Doctor, Charlie and Audacity arrive on the planet's moon. Someone asks the Doctor, Audacity and Charlie to leave. Audacity notices a scene revealing what Gloaming actually is. The Doctor, Charlie and Audacity ask the person that asked them to leave some questions. Someone mentions wanting to wake up every decade. This person mentions visitors not arriving on Gloaming for at least 10 years or so. The Doctor, Audacity and Charlie accept the offer of a cup of tea. Someone asks Audacity, Charlie and the Doctor about their feelings towards the android they met. This person mentions Gillian 3. This person Oh no, I read that wrong. The Doctor asks this person about the events that occurred on Gillian 3. Where am I up to? Yes, Audacity struggles to understand why so many people are able to sleep somewhere. Charlie collapses. Franz believes Charlie needs to be quarantined. The Doctor disagrees with this. Charlie wakes up. Charlie mentions the Doctor. Someone is laughing at seeing Charlie in pain. Charlie confronts this entity. This entity mocks Charlie. Charlie calls out for the Doctor multiple times. The Doctor is worried about Charlie's safety in a hyperspace pod. The Doctor attempts to explain hyperspace pods to Audacity. Franz mentions the Gloaming guarantee. Audacity mentions dreams. Franz attempts to reassure Audacity and the Doctor. Audacity believes Charlie is currently experiencing a nightmare. Something scans Charlie. Somebody else wakes up. Franz asks the Doctor and Charlie to not interfere in any way. Okay, I think that meant to say Audacity, because obviously Audacity's in the pod. Audacity mentions her cousin dying from smallpox. Audacity believes the Doctor may think she is currently being naive. Charlie calls out for Audacity and the Doctor. The Doctor and Audacity discuss Charlie. The entity calls Charlie Lottie. Charlie attempts to stand up to the entity that is currently mocking her. The entity believes Charlie is already scared of something. The Doctor uses his sonic screwdriver. The Doctor apologises to Franz. Decker insults the Doctor and Audacity. Decker, Audacity and the Doctor introduce themselves to each other. Franz agrees with Decker. Decker convinces the Doctor and Audacity to join him. Decker reveals some information about his life to Audacity and the Doctor. The Doctor declines a drink. The Doctor asks Decker some questions. The Doctor is confused why Gillian 3 is in the condition it currently is in. Decker reveals why he chose to go to Gloaming as well as why he woke up. The Doctor returns to where Charlie currently is. The entity believes the Doctor doesn't care about Charlie. Charlie asks the entity that is taunting her to stop. Charlie asks to be set free. The Doctor calls out for Charlie. Franz is now annoyed at the Doctor. The Doctor asks Franz to stop his current scan. Franz agrees to do this. The Doctor apologises to Charlie. Audacity considers joining the Doctor. Decker attempts to convince Audacity to stay with him instead. Audacity asks Decker a question. Audacity learns why the population of Gloaming is so small. Audacity works out what Decker is doing on Gloaming. Audacity gets annoyed by Decker. Merrill reunites with Audacity and Decker. Franz apologises to the Doctor. The Doctor believes that Charlie needs to be woken up as quickly as possible. Charlie hears the Doctor's voice. The Doctor asks Charlie to keep fighting. The Doctor checks in with Audacity. The Doctor fills in Audacity on what Charlie is facing. The entity has taken over Charlie, laughs at the Doctor and Audacity. Audacity reveals the one thing that doesn't make sense. Audacity collapses. The Doctor asks Audacity to stay awake. Audacity mentions Merrill. Franz mentions the Doctor repeatedly. The Doctor asks Franz for some stimulants. Franz believes the Doctor has lost it. Audacity wakes up. The Doctor asks Audacity to calm down. Audacity dances. Audacity starts returning to normal. The Doctor mentions Decker and Merrill. The Doctor plans on helping Charlie alone. Audacity apologises to Franz. Franz gives Audacity something to drink. The entity that is controlling Charlie believes the Doctor is funny. The Doctor reveals that the entity that is controlling Charlie is the Mara. The Doctor mentions being a new incarnation mentions the Mara being a new... Oh no, I am right. The Doctor mentions being a new incarnation since he last encountered the Mara. The Doctor lists several planets. The Mara mentions the Doctor's age. The Doctor attempts to figure out why the Mara is now on Gloaming. The Mara reveals part of its plan. The Mara calls something delicious. The Mara knows of the Doctor's TARDIS. The Mara threatens the Doctor. The Doctor begs for Charlie to keep fighting. The Mara reveals its opinion of Charlie. The Mara knows that the Doctor is a Time Lord. Audacity and Franz find an unconscious Decker. Franz seems to have double-crossed Audacity in his work with Merrill. Merrill mentions something known simply as calm. Decker attacks Merrill. Audacity is concerned for Decker's safety. The Doctor considers killing Charlie to destroy the Mara. The Doctor asks the Mara to stop. The Doctor asks Charlie to find the still point. The Doctor mentions some of his previous adventures with Charlie. Charlie seems to be back to normal. The Doctor helps Charlie escape from her pod. The Doctor explains what the Mara is to Charlie. The Doctor checks in with Charlie. Charlie and Audacity reunite. Decker introduces himself to Charlie. The Doctor plans on confronting Merrill. Audacity fills in the Doctor and Charlie about what she found out took place in Gillian 3. Decker is proud by some of his previous actions. Charlie finds Decker annoying. Decker uses his credentials to help the Doctor, Audacity and Charlie. The Doctor reveals his theory about what Franz has been doing. The Doctor asks Franz to stop. Decker insults Franz. Franz believes his actions have been out of protection. The Doctor attempts to relate with Franz. The Franz seems to start malfunctioning. The Doctor mentions Franz being partially AI. Charlie asks the Doctor to stop Franz. Franz apologises to the Doctor, Charlie, Audacity and Decker. Franz also says goodbye to them. Audacity asks Charlie about the Doctor's plan about him waking up everybody else. Audacity apologises to Charlie. Charlie mentions the Mara. Charlie proposes that Gillian 3 was destroyed by the Mara. The Doctor, Audacity and Charlie return to the TARDIS. The Doctor wishes Decker good luck. Audacity insults Decker. Charlie proposes a theory regarding Decker. Charlie believes Decker is hollow. The 8th, and that is my recap of the 8th Doctor Adventures. Deadly Strangers, The Gloaming, the 8th Doctor will return in my recap of the 8th Doctor Adventures. Time War, Uncharted 2, Pursuit, Spoiler of War, which was released in June 2025. So here is the trailer for the 8th Doctor Adventures. Time War, Uncharted 2, Pursuit.
As nights draw in and we hug close, the time is ripe for tales.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Eighth Doctor, Time War Uncharted, Pursuit.
So listen close and steel your hearts, for this one never fails. Oh. Sorry, let's try that again.
My ship! You're junking it?
Only the parts we don't need.
We don't need a roof!
Alex, something happened to you back on the Kalanos.
My eyes were opened. I want to see the universe, any universe, on my terms. I want you to see it with me.
The Kalanos is locked onto a time wake. I would know my own TARDIS's footprints anywhere.
There's something wrong. Feels like we're trying to materialize somewhere that doesn't exist.
Please keep your hands where I can see them, and I will refrain from shooting you.
Oh, the grand old lords of time, the 18,000 trees, they chop them down and they sail all around on the time wings lovely breeze.
I can execute this, Doctor, sir. Just give me the word.
Alex! I think it's time we talked.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the trailer for the 8th Doctor Adventures, Time War, Uncharted, Pursuit. And I showed you that because the next time you will be hearing me discussing the 8th Doctor will be in my recap of the 8th Doctor Adventures, Time War, Uncharted 2, Pursuit, Spoiler of War. And that's one of those things that kind of is in my future and your past. But on to tomorrow's episode, where I will be recapping Blankety Blank Season 4, Episode 6. So here is the trailer for Blankety Blank Season 4.
Blankety Blank is back. Celebs, think like Gene.
So we've all given up trying to imagine what Gene is thinking.
I wish you luck with that. Did you get these contestants at closing time at the pub?
No, I don't want to play it again. Sorry, it just kept playing. As for nearly for a second. That was the trailer for Blankety Blank Season 4, because in tomorrow morning's episode, I will be recapping Blankety Blank Season 4, Episode 6. Back to this episode, let me know what we thought of the 8th Doctor Adventures, Deadly Strangers, The Gloaming, if you listened to it, my recap. If you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below. As well as anything else you want to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 AM GMT, my recap of Blankety Blank Season 4, Episode 6. Goodbye, see you then.